I read about 9 books last month, and I enjoyed pretty much all of them, and the majority of them were actually 5 stars, so I think my reading for last month was actually really good. I had a great month, and I'm just going to get on and show you the ones that I wrote. First of all, I started Gone by Michael Rouse, and I've had this in my collection for a couple of years now, and I think I got it like 2, maybe 3 years ago, possibly around the time it was released actually, now that I think about it. And for some reason I just kept putting off reading it. I don't know whether it's the size, because it's quite daunting, but I heard so many great things about it on YouTube that I thought, well, I need to pick this up. I'm so glad I did, because this is absolutely fantastic. I loved this. It was really, really great. I love the whole premise of it, about it, and the characters were great, and the storyline was just great, and the ending was awesome. And I really can't wait to pick up the rest of the series and continue on and see what happens to the characters, because I'm just really fascinated by this whole thing. And I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. And then I picked up 32 Going on Spinster by Becky Monson, and Becky kindly sent this book to me for review quite a few weeks back, and I got around to reading it near the beginning of the month, and I'm so glad I did. This is an adult chick lit book. I have not actually read any chick lit books, mainly because they're just not something that I want to read, and well, I just didn't seem that interested in them at all, so I wasn't sure at first whether I was going to accept it. And then I thought I would try it, and I actually really enjoyed this. The character doesn't seem like a 32-year-old, she seems more like a teenager in my opinion, and the writing's just funny and great and interesting, and the storyline's lovely, and I just really enjoyed this. The only thing that bugged me is the fact that the character kept saying "ya" instead of "yeah" or "yes", and all the characters were saying this, and I thought it really irritated me. And if you want to hear any more of my thoughts, I have a review up on this on my blog, and I'll link this in the down bar if you're interested in reading that. So yes, I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. And then I picked up The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I've had this in my collection also for a while, since Christmas last year, because I got it for Christmas. I just didn't know when I wanted to read it, because it is a very big book, and at first when I started it I was a bit confused and a bit taken aback by the writing style, because it's very strange. If any of you read it, you'll know what I'm talking about, and if not, you'll just have to kind of go with the flow and see what you think of it yourself. I really enjoyed this. It's so unique and interesting, and I really enjoyed it, and I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. After reading that, I picked up Confessions of an Angry Girl by Louise Rosette, and this was sent to me for review by Mirror Inc. And I really enjoyed this book. It's very short, so I finished it really quickly. Characters really interesting. I love the main character. She was great. There wasn't a whole lot of depth to her, to be honest, but I hope there's going to be more of that in the next book, especially her love interest. I hope there's going to be more in depth about it. I hated the best friend in this book. She was an absolute bitch in my opinion, and to be honest, she wasn't acting like a best friend at all, and I really hated her, and I just kept saying to myself, why the hell are you even still speaking to her? But still, oh well, I really enjoyed this book. It was really interesting and a very quick read, like I said. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and there is a review on my blog, and I will link it down below for any of you that are interested in reading it. After that, I then picked up Teacher's Pest by Charles Gilman, and this is the 3rd book in the Tales from Lovecraft Middle School series, and it's another one of these awesome covers. I am absolutely in love with this series. It's great so far. It's really fantastic. I think this one is my favourite so far. It was more it's creepier than the others, and it's definitely got that crawling fest, because there's a lot of bugs and creepy crawlies and nasty icky things in this. And I thought the characters were more developed than the main character. I keep forgetting his name. Robert. He is more developed and he's more confident in this book, especially I think because he has friends. Compared to the first book, he's grown so much in character, and I really love that. And I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. And then I picked up Shiva by Maggie Stiefvater. Stiefvater or Stiefvater? Stiefvater, I think. And I've had this also in my possession since, probably maybe its release, or a couple of years ago. I got this around the same time I got Gone. I just don't know why I didn't pick it up beforehand. I'm so confused about why I didn't. But I absolutely adored this book. It was incredible. It really was. It was really lovely and sweet and creepy and intense. and at first I thought, oh, maybe it will be a 4-star rating, but I had to give it a 5 out of 5-star rating because of the ending. It made me bawl like a baby. I was crying like a complete idiot. It was absolutely ridiculous. I was sat there, I was just like, oh, I've got to finish this, and then suddenly I was just crying my eyes out at that ending. And I loved the ending. I thought it was amazing as well, and the characters were lovely, and just everything was great. I know this is part of a trilogy, and I've heard a lot of people say that the second two aren't as good, so I'm a bit worried about picking them up, because I think this would have done really well as a standalone novel on its own, but I am interested to see where the rest of the characters are going to go, and what happens to the Grace and Sam in the next 2 books, so I will probably be picking them up. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, and this has become one of my favourite books. Then I picked up Dead Rules by R.S. Russell, and this is also another one that I got for Christmas last year, and it's just one of those ones that's just been sat there for ages. And first of all, this cover is really cool and kind of creepy at the same time. But yeah, I enjoyed this book, I really did. There was something about it though that, I don't know, the main character wasn't very well developed, and to be honest, she's going on about she wants to kill her boyfriend so they can be together in the afterlife forever, and I'm thinking, if you love someone that much, why the hell would you want to kill them? I know you want to be together. It just really kind of irked me in a way, but I really did enjoy this. It was interesting. There was no romance in it at all like I'd hoped. A bit kind of, oh, he's cute and things like that, but that's it. I really did enjoy this. It was good, but I wouldn't say it was incredible and fantastic, and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. Then I picked up, Ink by Amanda Sennett. Oh my god, first off, this cover, absolutely gorgeous, stunning, and it's made of like recycled paper, so it feels even prettier. And on the back, it's got the ink drawing that's on the US front cover, and this is the US front cover picture, and this is on the US, and this is on the back on the US, so they've swapped it around for the UK covers, which I really like the idea, and it's just incredible, it's so pretty. Anyway, aside from the prettiness of this book was incredible. As some of you already may know, I am obsessed with anything to do with Japan, and this book is set in Japan, where this girl, her mother passes away and she ends up having to go live with her aunt who lives in Japan. And so she's grieving the loss of her mum, and she's angry and she's sad, and she's also having to take into this, get used to this new culture, and everything's so different. And the main character, I loved her. Something I loved about it was the fact that they don't give much of a description of the main character, apart from the fact that she has blonde hair, and stands out quite a bit, and I love that because I think it's great for the reader to be able to create their own visualization of what they think the character looks like. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. The writing is beautiful, and the storyline is lovely and incredible and so unique. I've not read anything like this before. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, and there is a review on my blog which I also leave down below if you're interested. And the last book I read last month was My Soul to Keep by Rachel Vincent, and I think this is the 3rd book, yes, the 3rd book in the Soul Screamer series, and I love this series, it's absolutely fantastic. This one, oh, I loved these books, like I said, I really do. This one irritated me slightly just because I love Nash in the first 2, and this one he's been seen like an asshole, but if you've read this one then you know why. I can't really say much without giving away spoilers, but I really enjoyed this one, and I can't wait to pick up the rest of the books to read, because I just love this series, it's great, and yeah, I gave this 5 out of 5 stars like I did the first 2. So those are all the books that I read in August 2013. I am currently reading Anatomy of a Boyfriend, which I started on the last day of August, and this is by Dara Snadowski. I'm not really sure. I'm about nearly halfway through, and I'm really enjoying it. It's fun, it's light, it's interesting, and yes, so looking forward to finishing this. So yes, like I said, those are the books that I've read. I had a great reading month, I think, and I can't wait to see what books that I'm going to decide to read this month. I can't believe it's already September. It's scary how weird that is. Anyway, tell me, what books did you read in August this year? Let me know in the comments. Happy reading. Bye!